Hey guys, this is Alex. I'm here in the TST Industries garage, and behind me I have the brand new 2026 KTM RC990. As you can tell, it has the stock fender on, and I'm sure you will all agree that it leaves a little bit to be desired. So we have a solution to that, and that is our brand new Fender Eliminator kit from TST Industries. And I have all the parts laid out on the table, so I'm gonna walk you through what each part is. We're gonna start on this side. This is the main bracket that holds the whole kit onto the bike. This is a stainless steel piece that is powder coated. Next, we have the bracket that will hold the turn signals and brake lights, also stainless steel powder coated. Of course, we have the hardware for the whole kit. Then we have an aluminum anodized license plate bracket. This holds the license plate. Next, we have the sintered nylon wire cover. This is designed to match the undertail of the bike and also to cover some of the wiring, so it just makes the whole undertail look a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Over here we have the LED signals. These feature 4 very bright LEDs. Similarly as the OEM setup, they have running light function, signal function, and also brake light. Next, we have the harness converter, and this is what's used to have everything just as simple as possible, all plug and play, so you don't have to do any splicing or any sort of soldering. Additionally, this is not part of the kit, but is sold separately. If you choose to purchase the license plate light, I will show you how to install this in conjunction to our wire harness. Now with all this said, let's proceed to the installation. First step, I'm going to remove the license plate, and we're going to retain this so we can put it on our Fender Eliminator kit once it is fully installed. Next step, we're going to take the key and take the passenger seat off the bike. Next step, we're going to disconnect the one single connector that handles all the lighting. I am going to remove this accessory piece out of the way. Most of you will not have that on your bikes. Go ahead and squeeze the tab and unplug it. Next up, we're going to remove the 4 screws here on the underside. And for that, I'm going to use an 8mm socket. You can also alternatively use a T30 Torx wrench. This will fall off if you don't support it as you remove the last screw. So make sure you support this. And then we're just going to pull it out, just like that. Now that we have the stock fender off the bike, we're going to come to the bench and pre-assemble the kit. And then we're going to put it on the bike and finish up over there. We're going to start with the brackets here. We're going to sandwich the signal bracket in between the main bracket and the license plate bracket using the countersunk screws. I am using the inner closest holes to the center. For now, what you want to do is just put these on loosely. And then you want to make sure that this is all centered. So what I like to do is flip it around and use the edge of the slots and line them up with the holes as best you can. And then we're going to grab a 8mm wrench and a 3mm Allen, or T-handle in my case. I'm just getting these close to tight, and then we'll do a final verification on the alignment just to make sure everything is centered. Next step is going to be putting the turn signals on. And first we're going to remove the nut and the washer. Take your time with this. There are 4 bullet connectors here that have to fit through the nut, so you have to do it one at a time. So we'll start with one of them for now. I'm going to fish all of these connectors through. Now that we have the signal somewhat in place, we will not be reusing the washer that you took off, not for this application, but we will be using the nut. So you'll have to put the nut back on. We're going to thread it on the stud of the signal, but we're not going to tighten it just yet. And then we're going to repeat that process with the second signal. And again, you can set this washer aside because you will not be reusing it. And similarly as the first one, we're just going to tighten the nut just by hand a little bit, nothing too crazy. And now we're going to fish all these connectors and wires through the main hole here, the bracket. Next, we're going to do the same thing with the license plate light. We're going to fish the wire through that same hole. And once again, this does not come with a kit. It is an optional accessory. We're going to fish the wire through the slot on the signal bracket and then the center hole on the main bracket. Normally, this license plate light is going to get sandwiched in between the license plate bracket and the license plate itself. So for now, we're just going to let it sort of sit in place there, let it dangle for a little bit. Now, we are going to wire up all these connectors and install our harness converter. These are all color coded, and you'll notice there is a double bullet connector that's blue, a double black, and a double green. On the signal connectors, you'll find that each one has a yellow, blue, green, and black. So to make it easier, you're going to put the blue wires in the blue double connector, the black ones in the double black, and then same thing with the green. So let's do that first. And make sure you insert the silicone covers inside. So we got the blue wires in. Let's do the blacks. lastly, the green. And now we are left off with just the yellow wires. And each signal has a yellow wire, and that is for the signal function. And as you can tell on the harness converter, they are labeled right and left. So we're going to put our right signal, yellow wire. We're going to connect it to the right labeled one. And then the left to the left labeled wire. And now for the license plate light. This is just a simple toggle connector. We're going to switch these tabs up. And then you're going to insert the wires from the license plate light, red to red and black to black. That completes the installation of the wire harness on the bench. So now we're going to take the whole assembly and install it on the bike. We're going to fish all the wires through the hole here on the undertail. Should be able to fit everything through here. KTM was gracious enough to give us plenty of space to work with. And we're going to temporarily mount the whole assembly using just a couple of screws so that we can check our angles of the signals. So I'm going to put the top screws in for now. We're just doing this to fix the whole assembly in place, but then we're going to take them back out. These signals can rotate, so what you're going to want to do is go to the side and rotate them to where you think is appropriate for what you want. Ideally, you want them to be pointing back, pretty much parallel to the ground. And once you achieve that direction, you can go ahead and tighten the nuts using a 13mm wrench. And then the same thing with the other one. Make sure they're pretty much lined up. Now we're going to take everything, the screws back out, and we're going to put our wire cover on. This just slides in with this slot going over the wires, and just make sure all the holes line up, and then we will be putting the screws back in through here. Now we're going to plug our harness converter into the bike harness just to test the functionality of the lights and make sure that we installed everything correctly. Let's turn the bike on and let's start with left signal, right signal, looks good, brake, looks good. So everything is okay. Now we're going to put our license plate on. And remember, the license plate light will get sandwiched in between the bracket and the plate. Also make sure your license plate is centered before you tighten it up. And now we're going to do a little bit of wire management and tuck everything underneath the passenger seat. We're going to do a little bit of cable management and then put everything under the seat. As you might have noticed, the wire for the license plate light is a little bit long because it's meant for universal applications. So I'm just going to tie this up. Alternatively, before you install it, you can also cut it to a shorter length if you choose to do that, and then you will just have to strip the wires and then continue with the installation of the wire harness. But I did not do that for this video, so I'm just going to tie them up like that. And then we're going to make sure all of these silicone covers are on the wires. If you choose to do so, you can also get a piece of electrical tape and tie everything up together for extra peace of mind. And once you do that, you can go ahead and slide everything underneath in here. I'm going to put my accessory device under as well. And then we're going to finish up by putting the passenger seat back on. And with that, the installation is complete. Well, there you have it, guys. We've now improved the look of the undertail on these bikes greatly with the TST Fender Eliminator kit. I want to mention that this is one of the few kits out there on the market that do not reuse the stock signals. Most of them that I've seen still reuse the same big bulky signals, whereas our kit uses brighter, nicer looking LEDs. Everything's streamlined a lot more. License plate is tucked away in a parallel way to the undertail. We think it looks much better. If you agree, go check us out at tstindustries.com and see all the other products we have available for the RC990. Thanks for watching. See you next time.